game was made entirely with generative AI. So turns out this game was not made with AI, and that's just a bunch of bullshit. Can y'all believe that? This game is actually not made with AI. Look right here. This is from IGN. The Pokemon Company makes an official statement on Palworld. We intend to investigate. The Pokemon Company has finally made an official statement regarding Palworld, saying, we intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. While the Pokemon Company doesn't specifically mention Palworld by name, it is very clear this statement is in response to the incredible success the survival game is experiencing. 8 million copies sold in less than 6 days, and the claims that many of Palworld's pals are way too close to existing Pokemon. We've received many inquiries regarding another company's game released in January 2024. The Pokemon Company wrote, we have not granted any permission for the use of Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. We will continue to cherish and nurture each and every Pokemon and its world, and work to bring the world together through Pokemon in the future. Prior to this statement, Palworld developer Pocket Pair has insisted its game is much closer to those like Ark Survival Involved and Valheim than Pokemon. And it is. It's Ark, but instead of dinos, it's pals, not Pokemon. But you see where I'm coming from. Additionally, the team revealed it has been receiving death threats ever since the game went live on January the 19th. In an interview with Automaton, Pocket Pair CEO Takura Mizobi shared the team cleared legal reviewing, and there have been no action taken against the company for infringement. We make our games very seriously, and we have absolutely no intention of infringing upon the intellectual property of other companies, Mizobi said. The Pokemon Company has already started taking action against modders who've replaced Palworld's pals with Pokemon. And Nexus Mods has even said it won't host Pokemon mods for Palworld out of fear from Nintendo's legal team. Let me just say, Nintendo's legal team don't play, man. You remember back in the day, you couldn't even upload Zelda videos or like Breath of the Wild or even Mario Kart without getting hit. So for the longest time, we put up no Nintendo content on our channel. Now, all of these issues aside, Palworld is undeniably a runaway hit, and we here at IGN called it great in its current state. Even in its early access state, Palworld is amusingly irreverent, has a surprising amount of content and deep survival mechanics, and it is absurdly difficult to put down. IGN's Travis Northup wrote in his Palworld review, love Travis, it is impossible to overlook just how shamelessly it takes ideas and designs from Pokemon. It's got some unsurprising bugs and performance issues, and the work of keeping your base's supplies topped off needs a little retuning. But when you're riding on the back of a flying dragon while shooting a blue duck with an assault rifle, most of those blemishes wash away entirely. This is already one of my favorite survival games, and I'm incredibly excited to see how it evolves. For more, check out our in-depth look as to whether it is fair to call Palworld a Pokemon ripoff and the roadmap for Palworld and future updates alongside PvP, raid bosses, and new islands. They have a ton of things they're actually going to be doing. All right, I'm going to narrow down on this statement. It is impossible to overlook just how shamelessly it takes ideas and designs from Pokemon. Look, and this is not, I am in love with Palworld. I'm literally playing it right now, okay? I think inspiration is the word here, right? Lots of inspiration pulled from Pokemon. The question is, legally, will this stand? Do you think Pokemon and Nintendo has any legs to stand in going after Palworld? The other side of things is, though, if Nintendo is going after, and Nintendo and Pokemon are going after Palworld, where does it stop? Hold on, like, how many other shows, like, what about Digimon, you know? What other shows do we have, or games that we have, that have similarities here? Inspiration is one word for it, another is IP theft. Do you guys, and I know I've got a lot of Pokemon fans in here, do you really feel like this is stealing? Is this theft? Inspiration, not stealing. Can I say this? And I'm gonna leave it at this. Would any of this have been a problem if Pokemon would have just made a damn good game? I mean, when was the last time you played a good Pokemon game? It's been forever for me. It took some other company to come in here and make the Pokemon game we all wanted to play. The Pokemon game we didn't even know we needed. That being Palworld. In my opinion, Nintendo sees this as a PR move for their own games. God, man, it doesn't come off that way. It comes off as bullying, in my opinion. They're going to give Palworld and the developers their help. They're probably about to be tied up legally for years. And, you know, all those resources and time should be devoted to making Palworld a live, continuous, thriving game with all the updates that they have listed so far, which they are still going to be following through on those things. But The point is, now their focus is about to be shifted to legal battles. And that sucks. This just comes off as bullying to me. I'm sure somebody can sit here right now and go through each one of these pals and be like, this one's like this one. This one's like this Pokemon. And that, you know, I guess you could draw a bunch of conclusions. And there has been heavy debates everywhere. But I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm watching my pals right now work their asses off and killing this dire wolf here. You know, I enjoy this game for what it is. And it's brought a unique experience for me that I have not had with a game in a very long time. If even ever, you know. Survival games are not even like my first go-to choice either. But this one is, it's solid, man. I could see it being as timeless as Minecraft. If someone took your content, sold it, and made money, you wouldn't care. Okay, if someone showed up and made a Destiny channel and made reviews and build videos, and they were build videos and reviews that I would have made, is that stealing? No, that's just other motherfucking people in the community making shit. You know what I mean? Build videos we make, that's the same motherfucking shit. Make the same shit all the time. The same reviews. You say the same things half the time. I disagree with some of them, but come on, let's be real. I don't think I should be the comparison there. Now, if somebody showed up and he had a Louisiana accent and he was half Vietnamese and half Irish, and he fucking, you know, played video games, talked a bunch of shit and yelled "yeah" every now and then maybe, just maybe, I might be like, hey man, what the fuck? Your dad liked Asian women too? I've had people in the past come and take content directly from our channel, download it and re-upload it to another channel. Then, you know, we go through YouTube and we hit them with copyright. But that's not what happened here. That's not what's taking place here with Palworld. There is inspiration here, but there's also a lot of inspiration from a ton of other games here. And sometimes some of the best games are games that take things that have already been done to some capacity and evolved it and made it an experience that we fall in love with better than any other game has ever made. And that's okay. That's all right. It's unfortunate that Pokemon and Nintendo are going through with this. And I think that it's going to just come off as bullying, and they're going to come off as the bad guy in this. Whatever PR win some of you said that they might get from this, I don't see it as a win at all. Matter of fact, it makes me never want to actually, I don't play Pokemon games to begin with, never mind. So I'm not necessarily the demographic. But if I did play Pokemon games, I don't think I would be as inclined to play any more Pokemon games. But dude, this game has gotten so much hate. You know, all the AI stuff. Turns out nothing in this game was made by AI. Y'all see that? There was a bunch of reporting on it. Turns out nothing in this game was made by AI. I think everybody, they see the success of this game and they're like, we must find the bad. Cite your sources. Twitter. Not much of a source, is it? Where's your source? Twitter. Suck my ass then. We're all working for the same spot. Now, granted, they were actual artists that commented on Twitter, but who knows? Who knows? What's even real anymore? What if those artists are actually AI and they're just making up a bunch of bullshit? But let me also say this, guys. If a game is catching this much heat, this much controversy, unfortunately, it's actually doing something right.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.